The UEFA Champions League halftime show on Fox Soccer is brought to you by Pizza Hut. Make it great.
A lot of excitement for Seattle Sounders fans tonight. Why? A 2-0 win against the Galaxy. In fact, the first ever MLS win in the Seattle area for the Sounders since they came into the league several years ago. The Galaxy had been on quite a run coming here to the Seattle area, but that comes to an end, and so too does their 3-match unbeaten streak. Kobe Jones, Marco Rogandino here with you. Kobe, looking to go in the right direction tonight, maybe make it 4 matches unbeaten. The Galaxy, as I just said, had success here in the Emerald City. It went everywhere but that direction here tonight.
Exactly. It was very unfortunate. I mean, they did make a lot of changes, and they were prepared to try to come out and give a lot of energy and have a good game here. Unfortunately, things didn't go their way for the first 45 and definitely not the second half of the second 45.
Speaking of that first 45, let's take a look at it, see how it unfolded. Some chances for the Galaxy, but as you said during our broadcast, really half chances for LA.
Exactly. There was no really clean opportunities at goal. Good clean looks. There's all these half chances, glancing headers, a little bit of stuff being cleared. But for Seattle, a lot of opportunities early on, which was just telling us what was to come.
Unfortunately, Bill Gaudette was able to come up with several spectacular saves, but then in the 40th minute, that is when Seattle finally breaks through.
Exactly. You see here, you see Eddie Johnson getting up and getting in between two players where no one steps up to him and says, I'm going to take this responsibility, and he puts the ball in the side netting.
Oh, break it down right there real quickly for us. You talk about the two players defending. You had David Lopez sitting in front of Eddie Johnson, then you had AJ De Garza on the backside. So in theory, they had the bracket, but just not tight enough, correct?
Exactly. There's just no communication. One of them has to step up and say, I'm going to take this man. You prefer AJ being the person that actually sees the whole play, to actually step forward and try to get in front of him, or at least maybe give a little bit of a body so he doesn't have a clean header on goal.
So despite trailing 1-0, Bruce Arena and the Galaxy back into the locker room to regroup and head out for the second half, but it was more of the same. A lot of pressure from the Sounders, and they get the second goal just 3 minutes into the second half.
Well, exactly. You see, this is a blistering shot, by Fredy Montero. But for me, in this situation, you have no one stepping to him. He has a clear path. He could actually dribble another 15 yards if he wanted to.
We've seen Montero with the ability to hit from distance, and that was certainly a marquee goal from the Colombian striker. The Galaxy would bring in some substitutions, including here Mike McGee, but still they could not find that final touch to put one past the goalkeeper.
Well, you see, finally, as some of the veterans came in, a little bit of connection and know-how, you started to see the flow of the play start to go in the Galaxy's favor.
Hey, glance at your final stats. Galaxy did win back some of the possession through most of their second half play. A yellow card just one-handed out by Hilario Grajeda on the night. That went to Marcelo Sarvas, and shots even 15 apiece for the two clubs, but the Sounders shots on goal, one better than LA. The lone category they actually had an advantage was 4-1 on corner kicks throughout the course of the 90 minutes of play here at CenturyLink Field. So the Galaxy will just put this one behind them, obviously. They'll turn their attention to the New York Red Bulls. And for a player, you've been in this situation several times, or maybe not several times during your playing career. You like to not think about those times, but how easy is it to turn the page?
Well, I really think right now that the Galaxy is going to have, the players are going to have an easier time because, like you said earlier in the broadcast, it is somewhat of an excuse, but they're going to say, hey, well, we didn't have all our players. There was turf, so now we're getting back to home in a comfortable situation, playing on grass, and they'll be ready to go once they have their full squad ready to go and play.
And on the ball, Sergio Oliveira, and teammates around him. Abdulkarim Badachi, and Zaha has it. Well, no luck keeping possession. This might have potential.
So, Manchester United qualifying for the UEFA Champions League quarterfinals for the 5th year in succession. Let's take a look back here at our stats. Shots overall, you got to give credit to Marseille. They really made a match of it, but Manchester United just too strong in the end as they had nearly 60% of the possession. Stick around, folks. When we return on the UEFA Champions League highlights show, Inter look for sweet revenge in Munich. All the highlights coming up next on Fox Soccer.
The UEFA Champions League halftime show on Fox Soccer was brought to you by Pizza Hut. Make today games great. Order now at pizzahut.com.